What's up, everyone? Jumping on here. Just wanted to say hey. Let's see. There we go. Let me make sure everything's working right here. I got some software I'm trying out. I'm still working on this StreamYard, figuring it all out. On here. There it is. Cool. Hope y'all. Hey, what's up, Mike? Good to see you on here. There we go. Wanted to pin that. Perfect. What's up, Scott? Mike, awesome live with you last time, brother. I love having you on here. I'm going to be talking about some cool stuff tonight. I'm going to be sharing with you all my formula for transformational change. I've utilized it to really help develop and empower a lot of people at this point, and I wanted to just share it with everyone. I know it's a crazy time right now. On a real quick note before I get started, the only thing I'm going to say about all the craziness going on is make sure you do whatever you have to do to protect your energy and don't fall into the lower vibrational traps. They so badly they want people caught up in hate and division and these lower things, and they programmed people to attack you if you don't do that. So just make sure you're doing what you got to do to keep yourself in check, keep that vibration in love, compassion, gratitude, joy, and stay focused on that top timeline, right? Like that highest possible timeline. Keep focused on that. Double down on your habits, that morning routine, that evening routine, those daily affirmations. You know, when a negative or scary thought pops up, boom, switch it out with the positive one. Switch it out with what happens if this went great, right? What's up, y'all? I'm still figuring this StreamYard software on. Still trying to figure all this out right now, so bear with me. Let's see here. My wife is also helping me out with it. All right, so yeah, I came up with this formula. I spent a decade kind of working with people, managing, and then in a lot in the personal development space. And I'm excited to share this formula with you because it is foolproof. Any problem, any issue you're going through, if you apply this formula, you can overcome anything. You really can. It's not easy. It takes work, but you can absolutely do it. I got a couple of my reps coming on here too. They've they've heard this quite a lot, so this is not going to be new to them. I talk to my employees about this all the time. So the formula for transformational change, there's two foundational pieces of it. Now I'm going to give you a high level overview of it. And if you got something to write on, definitely take those notes. There's two foundational pieces that are necessary for any kind of change or transformation in your life. And then there's three core values. And I've utilized this to build two businesses now. And the core values of the business are literally the core values of the formula for transformational change. It's all in alignment. Oh, and I said this live, right? It was 3 minutes and 33 seconds as I said that. What's up, y'all? Oh, hey, good to see you on here. Good stuff. Everyone's jumping on. And anyone that has any questions, feel free to just ask as I'm going through this. It is showing me some of the comments on here, but Megan is going to let me know if she sees any comments. So if you have any questions about anything, just jump on and ask as I go through it. So formula for transformational change. And again, I'm very much love entrepreneurship. I'm very intrigued by it. And I think this new earth that we're all creating, a big part of what we're creating in the new earth is the business part is going to be driven by people that are growing into their spiritual gifts and utilizing their spiritual gifts to build heart-first businesses, to build businesses that are impacting people and in the world in a positive way. So anyone that's in that entrepreneurial realm, anyone that has a passion for entrepreneurship, I highly urge you to write this formula down, kind of meditate on it, and ask how it could potentially benefit you in your world of growing your own business, or how to utilize your spiritual gifts to best help the world too. Because that's what I've done, and it's worked really well for me. Multiple people saying 333. Absolutely love it. Mike, good to see you on here again, man. Christian, what's up? Oh, CJ, what's up, CJ? CJ, I'm working with CJ. Megan and I are working with CJ on an awesome project. Can't talk more enough about IMG Complete. Incredible company. They're going to be doing a beautiful course for us. They're flying out. They're going to do professional filming. It is going to be amazing. So I'm so excited to see you on here, CJ, and grateful to be working with you and Cam. Man, y'all are so talented. Cool. So let's jump into it, the formula. So again, there's 2 foundational pieces and 3 core values, right? So before any kind of change can happen, before anything at all, like you can't get to change until these 2 steps take place. The first one is radical self-awareness. Okay, so if you got something to write with the right on, or if you got something you can take notes on a notepad on, the first one that is necessary is radical self-awareness. You got to become aware. See, we've been so programmed and conditioned in our mind. Most people aren't aware that they're getting in their own way. Most people aren't aware that they have these habits that are just consistently causing downfalls, or they have this negative pattern of thinking, or this toxic pattern of thinking, or they immediately think of what could go wrong. And then what do you think they attract? What could go wrong, right? So you got to become aware first that something needs to change, right? I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of people aren't even aware because we're conditioned to focus on things on the outside are the reason why we're not happy, or we're not successful, or we're not healed. We think it's something on the outside, right? Now, there's something to be said about difficult things you go through, but you got to take the necessary steps, right? So the first part is, yes, takes unlearning. Who is that? That's Mike. Why is it not showing me his name? That sucks. Mike, yes, it does take unlearning. That's right. So the first step is radical self-awareness, okay? Become aware. All right. These are the things that are going right. These are the things that are going wrong. Something needs to change. The second step, and this is the step that most people struggle with. This is the most difficult. This is one of the more difficult steps. The second step is radical self-responsibility. Literally, you have to say anything I do like in my life and anything I don't like in my life. Guess whose fault, or guess whose job is it to change it? You. And anything that isn't going right, you got to take full responsibility for that. Like, I am the reason that I am unhappy with my life. You have to take responsibility. Now, it's not saying that difficult things don't happen to people. We work in the healing community. Magical, as many of you know, we facilitate profound healing ceremonies. Our whole brand is about helping people heal. I say that because some people have dealt with some really difficult things in the past. Horrible kinds of abuse, trauma, all this stuff when they're kids, early adults. I'm not taking away from that. And there's a lot of private battles that are going on there right now. A lot of you listening may be going through a difficult battle, right? I'm not taking away from that, but it's important to understand that you have to be the one to change it. If you continue to give power to something outside of yourself, you lose power. So you have to say, look, this is a horrible thing that happened, but if I keep staying with that thing and I don't take responsibility to take the steps to change it, nothing's going to change. This is why I made a video the other day about making 2021 prioritize your healing, because I didn't feel free in my life until my addiction was past, until binge drinking wasn't running my life, and binge drinking when I was up in New York City, that did run my life for a long time. It wasn't until I took full responsibility myself and decided to take the steps to change it. So radical self-awareness. The second one, radical self-responsibility. No one's going to come. You have to change yourself. You have to make the decisions to change, and you have to take all the responsibility to do that. So those are 2 absolutely necessary steps. Once you get past those 2 foundational parts, you're aware and you're taking the responsibility. You're like, all right, I'm going to change. I am going to take whatever steps necessary to find my healing, or I'm going to take whatever steps necessary to fix what is going wrong in my mind, or I'm going to take whatever steps necessary to fix my financial situation, or my personal relationships, or whatever it is. You take your responsibility, because remember, you really can't affect anything outside of yourself. It all starts within. As within, so without, right? And people, the issues you have with people are just a reflection of the things you need to continue to work on within yourself. Cool. So we got those 2. Sal, oh, you're tagging Sal. Cool. So you got those 2. You're radically self-aware of everything going on. Become aware of the programming and conditioning. Turn off the news. Okay. Number 2, radical self-responsibility. After that, you need a plan, right? So there's 3 core values that come into play. Okay. The first one is discipline. Discipline is essential. Discipline is at the core of any kind of material success or any kind of success. You need discipline. We've been conditioned for instant gratification. We live in the age of the app. You can get whatever you want, one touch of the button, right? So we're conditioned for instant gratification when the reality is discipline is not. You want to strive for that delayed gratification, right? You want to strive for that. And I talk about discipline all the time because I preach about routines, daily routines, morning routine, and evening routine. It is not easy to get up early and get a workout in. It's not easy. But that first hour you're awake can set the tone for the rest of your day. Do you open your eyes? The second you open your eyes, you have a decision to make. Do I make the harder decision and go train my body, mind, spirit? Do I do a workout? Do I do or do I sleep longer? And sometimes you need to rest. Sometimes you need to listen to your body. Don't get me wrong. But a routine takes discipline. It's not as easy to do. It takes discipline. It's essential. A morning routine is a big part of that. An evening routine too. Your brain is in a theta state. The first hour you wake up, the hour before you go to sleep. Prime time for programming. Prime time. And also when you do difficult things in the morning, you have a much better chance to make more difficult decisions all day long. You do. So this is why I'm such an advocate of getting up and getting a workout in and doing a routine in the morning, because it's not easy. But the decisions that you make all day long are going to determine a lot of outcomes. Like your life is really just made up. Your life right now is just a result of the thoughts and feelings you felt before and the choices you've made, the decisions you've made. All the decisions you made in the past is why you're experiencing what you're experiencing right now in this moment. Right now, you are choosing thoughts and feelings and making choices that are creating the future you're going to experience. Discipline is huge. Get a morning routine in, write one out, commit to it. I talk about, let me see if I'm going to forget his name right here since I'm on the spot doing a live. He wrote a book called Tale of Titans. Let me look it up real quick. It is totally slipping my mind right now. Oh, well. So one of the most, with any kind of, this guy interviewed 100 millionaires, self-made millionaires, and he only found 2 things that were common. One, over 90% of them had a meditation practice. And the other is they had a morning routine they stuck to at least 4 days a week. So a key of discipline is the routine. Commit to a routine. Morning routine, evening routine, a daily routine. A good daily routine is just saying positive affirmations throughout the day. When you have a negative thought creep in, follow it up with a positive thought and a positive affirmation. Work ethic is essential too. You got to have a work ethic. But I will say, if you go deeper than creating a good routine and having that discipline, what's key to that is defining your why. You have to clearly define your why, because if you don't clearly, your why needs to be greater than your want to be comfortable. Your why, like when you wake up in the morning, the reason you get up to work out and do a routine has to be greater than your want to sleep for an extra hour. You have to, that why, define your why. A lot of people don't ask these questions, but they're incredibly important. And there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. Just write it down, start asking, and it's going to change as time goes on. Your why can be anything. It can be a new car, a new financial situation, a new house. I think we just got groceries delivered, so our dogs might go a little crazy. I apologize ahead of time if that does happen.
I handled it.
You handled it?
Like,
okay.
Wow.
Oh, you got them?
They're on the floor.
Okay, great. I thought this was going to be interrupted with our
It was
dog.
going to be, but that's why I was looking for them to show up.
It
would have been way worse.
I know. So define your why. Ask yourself, what is your why? What is the reason you get up? And that'll change as time goes on, especially as you continue to develop and you continue to heal. Your why may shift as time goes on, and that's okay too. But make sure you define it. That's going to work with that core value of discipline. Have that defined why, and let that drive you to create a morning routine to stick to create an evening routine to reprogram that mind and think good thoughts. Because remember, before you go to sleep, the thoughts you think before you go to sleep are going to marinate in your subconscious mind all night long. All night long. And most people have a hard time sitting with their thoughts. That's why most people have a hard time meditating, right? Because we're conditioned for distraction. So when most people are laying down at night, they're thinking about their bills, their fears, sickness, if they're watching the news, which everyone that's 10% woke should know not to watch the news by now. But most people do. And then the fear just sits in their mind while they lay in bed at night. And what do you think happens? That shit marinates in your subconscious mind while you're sleeping. And then they wake up with anxiety, right? So get that evening routine down. There's a fantastic video by Wayne Dyer, 5 minutes before you go to sleep. Go to YouTube, right? 5 minutes before you go to sleep, Wayne Dyer. And listen to that before you go to sleep. It's fantastic. Or play binaural beats or healing frequencies.
That is fantastic what he says.
Yeah, it's a good one. I freaking love Wayne Dyer. He passed a few years ago, unfortunately. But that's an amazing thing to listen to. And again, if you're listening to this, please write some of this down. Take notes on a notepad. Go to YouTube. 5 minutes before you go to sleep, Wayne Dyer. Listen to that before you go to sleep every night. It centers you. It brings you home. You feel comfort. And if you listen to that, and you're thinking of the things you're grateful for before you go to sleep, and you think about the next day, and you're just putting your thought and feeling good, that's what's going to marinate in your subconscious mind. Then you're going to.
Bonnie is using I am statements.
Yes, I am. Absolutely. So those are things. So again, but it all comes down to defining your why, right? I can talk about that core value of discipline all day long, but you're not going to have much of a work ethic, or most people won't have much of a work ethic. Excuse me. Or most people, it's going to be hard for them to stick to routine if you don't clearly define what that why is and what your purpose is, right? I've never felt more driven in my life after seeing the healing take place from plant medicine, psychedelics, reprogramming with affirmations, and seeing that in my wife. Breath work. After seeing that, that's my why now. I want other people to find that a massive healing that Megan's found and is still on her path to finding. Like, it's amazing. So define that why. Okay. So discipline's the first core value. There's two other core values left. So we got radical self-awareness, the foundation, right? Radical self-awareness. That's good. Pepe. Pepe's trying to steal the thunder. Come here, Pepe. Come here. Pepe's going to say hi real quick. You want to come here? Bring him in.
He's scared.
Come here, buddy. Oh, this is Pepe. He's also the star of our children's book, Pepe's Grounding Adventure. Yes, you wanted to make all the noise in my video, so now you can say hi to everyone. This is Pepe. He is the show star. He's in our book, Pepe's Grounding Adventure, which you can find on Amazon. Mwah. Okay, there you
go. Our next book's going to feature another animal.
That's right.
And you should show them our ceremony dog.
Our what?
Ceremony dog.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, she's looking cute. So radical self-awareness, right? You're aware that something needs to change, which is a great step, by the way, because some people are so wrapped in the matrix, they don't even know that it's their fault. It's 2, radical self-responsibility. Okay, it's my responsibility. I'm done blaming the government. I'm done blaming my parents. I'm done blaming my job. I'm done blaming my spouse. It is my job to fix it. Radical self-awareness, radical self-responsibility. And then after those two, discipline is the first core value. Define that damn why. Define it, make it clear to you. Get a morning routine, get an evening routine, get a daily routine. Yeah. Commit to those things, okay? And don't judge yourself. If you fall off, it's okay.
That's the most important thing.
The affirmations daily throughout the day. Yeah. Yeah. So commit to that, okay? So that's the first core value. The second one, perseverance. It ain't going to be easy. Okay. It's okay though. If life was easy and achieving a platform of impact and all this stuff was easy, everyone would be doing it. Right. But persevere through the difficult times. You know, what's crazy is all your difficulties and the things you've went through that have been hard in your life end up being necessary. There ends up being these lessons involved in these things. Like, I did not understand at all the lessons involved in my addiction and drinking back in the day, but now I understand it. I had to know all that so I could help other people that are dealing with addictions. Otherwise, I could have. My wife dealt with 10 Lifetime movies worth of abuse as a child and as a young adult. Why would someone have to go through something like that? But you know what? Now that she's had so much healing, she can truly help women or even men with this that have had horrible sexual, physical, emotional,
and physical
abuse,
abuse,
and dealing with chronic illness. Now she can help people because she can click with them. She understands what they've went through, right? So I'm saying that because perseverance is the second one, and you're going to realize the difficult things you're going through, either if you're going through it right now or if you went through something difficult in the past and you don't know why the hell you went through it, it ends up being necessary. These lessons end up being necessary for your growth, and your growth ends up being necessary for your success, and your success ends up being necessary for your purpose. It's all tied together. It's all tied together. It's one beautiful plan that is going to make sense. Okay, so when you have these difficult things you're going through, find the lesson involved. Perseverance is an essential part of this formula. And if you're just jumping on here, we had about 5 or 6 people just jump on. We're going through my formula for transformational change, which I've successfully used to help develop and empower a lot of people and build a couple businesses off of. Radical self-awareness, radical self-responsibility being the foundations, discipline being the first core value, and perseverance being that second one. Okay, you got to persevere through and find the lessons. One of the most empowering things you can do for yourself is understand perspective, right? Most people look at life, especially right now when it sounds like everything's crazy. Most people look at life and the difficult things they face with, and they say, why is this happening to me? Right? The problem is when you say, why is this happening to me? It's coming from a place of victimhood. Like you're basically losing all your power. Change that up and say, what is life trying to teach me? When you ask that question actively, look at a problem you are facing right now in your life. Take a second and think about it. Think of a problem right now. Now, ask yourself, what is life trying to teach me? Now, remember, the second part of this formula is radical self-responsibility. So don't put it on anything external. Don't put it on parents, job, spouse, government, nothing external. Throw that shit away. Throw it away. Full responsibility, right? What is life trying to teach me? What could life be trying to teach me right now? When you do that, your brain is going to go to those places and start to find what lesson could be involved. That's how you persevere through. Find the lesson involved, integrate it, or you're just going to keep repeating the same lessons over and over and over and over again. That's what happens, right? So perseverance is that second step. So we're at the last part of the formula for transformational change, okay? We've went over the foundation. You're aware. You took all the responsibility. You defined your why. You've created a morning routine. You've created an evening routine. You got your daily affirmations. You understand the problems you face, and the roadblocks are just lessons involved. And you know you're going to grow from those lessons, right? And you're persevering. You're not quitting. You're pushing through. The last part, unity. Unity is the last core value. You're not alone. There's a team out there for you. Your soul tribe is what I call them. If you're listening to this, you're listening to it for a reason. You know, I'm very grateful for my mentors. I have multiple mentors in my life. I have professional mentors, Curtis Weinstein, Patrick Shelkovsky. I have spiritual mentors. My wife is actually a spiritual mentor of mine, as well as my spouse.
I have mentors.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
I'm in my robe. I will beat you with a stick.
Did you hear that? That was on film. Yeah, I have spiritual mentors. I have social media mentors. I do. I get it. Just people damn social media, but it's a tool. It can be used for good. I love Aubrey Marcus. I highly suggest people follow Aubrey Marcus. He's a little more on the psychedelic side, if that's your cup of tea. But Aubrey Marcus, I love listening to him. I had Jay Shetty, fantastic to listen to too. So I have social media mentors that just put positivity and good thought in my mind. I have professional mentors. I have spiritual mentors. I have my tribe. You know, unity is the third core value that we go off of. Find your tribe. Ask people that you feel like, find someone that has what you want and talk to them. Shoot them a message. You'd be surprised. The universe responds to that in some ways. But find a mentor, find a few mentors. Why not? You got nothing to lose, right? Find these mentors, seek out your tribe.
And then you become the mentor.
That's right. You will become the mentor. Look at that. See how all that works. And that's one of the foundational reasons we built Magical, to create a community of non-judgment, because Megan and I get judged quite a lot from people close to us.
Thanks to David's freaking post.
If people can't handle the truth, get off my page. Just kidding. Kind of. But we wanted to create a community of non-judgment and of love and unconditional love and non-judgment. We don't care what your beliefs are. We just want you to be kind to one another, come from a place of love, and be on your healing journey. People are at different places of their healing journey, right? Like some people may just be starting their healing journey, scared, not knowing where to go. And that's okay. We welcome you with open arms. You might be halfway through it, found some healing, still got some to go. Cool. You may be at the end of your healing journey. Great. Turn around, take those lessons and help other people. You know, judgment runs rampant in our freaking society, and you will not find any judgment in Magical. And if you find that you're around people that are judging and toxic, do what's best for you. You got to look out for yourself. You got to cut that stuff off. Sometimes you have to. You know, I'm all about, being loving and compassionate with people, but you got to look out for yourself, right? So unity is that third, and part in the formula for transformational change, unity. Unity is a key part to that. We're all in this together. And there are truly non-judgmental, loving people out there that would look out for you and would help you. And you know, my DM's always open too. So I wanted to share that with you all. This formula has been proven time and time again. I've helped a lot of people over the years. It's helped build Defend Your Home, which is one of the top dealers. It was number 5 dealer in the entire country last year before COVID tried to knock us out. But it's okay. It didn't. We're back and rebuilding this year. But it's helped a lot of people. And it's helped, more importantly, it's helped a lot of people help other people. So hopefully you took some notes on that, wrote it down. I'm not saying it's a perfect formula. I'm just telling you it's a formula that worked for me in my entrepreneurial career. It worked for me in my personal life, a lot of things. So hopefully you found some value in that. Any questions, just shoot me a message. I will say too, we may have one slot open for January, but February 27th is our next Magical Healing Ceremony.
January next weekend, we do have.
We do have one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we have one slot for January's next 16 too. Okay. So January 16th in Austin-based healing ceremony. And message me if you're looking for an inner circle. We have an incredible Magical inner circle. We talk every day. You don't have to talk every day, but we have a Marco Polo video app where we just discuss things each day. People are going through different things. We're there for each other. Incredible support network. Right now we're capping it at 30 people. We have 21 people in there right now. Beautiful, loving community. We're all there for each other. We have a Facebook chat, and we do a monthly call too. Every month we jump on a call and we discuss really cool things like the 12 universal laws or the 10 major plant medicines and their healing benefits, or we have guests on that talk. It's really cool community we've built, a loving tribe. So any questions, DM me about our inner circle. I'd be happy to talk you through it and tell you what it all entails. Hopefully you found value in that. That's my formula for transformational change. It freaking works. Apply it. And we're all in this together. We're all in this together. No matter what's going on the outside, you always have your sacred space within you. You always have your place of peace, love, and serenity within you. You can go there at any time. Close your eyes, meditate, go to your sacred space, breathe. I'm getting a pretty cool tattoo tomorrow. It's going right here. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll see it tomorrow. All right. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night out there. Much love.